And we found a Primal, and my I wasn't recording. Let me just drop it so you guys can see it. There's the beam. You got to see the beam. Oh no! Oh no! Wait a minute. This guy just. Oh no! Oh no! This guy just took my amulet, bro. I might need that Squirts. So I found a Primal. I dropped it, and by accident, and the other guy grabbed it, and I thought that was it for that Primal. So, Sand asked me to actually play, and he actually didn't do anything wrong at all. So when he grabbed it, it's not even his fault. What happened was, it's kind of crazy. I was farming like crazy, trying to get some stuff. Obviously the best thing I could find is a Flavor of Time. And then, I'm in a lot of different groups on Diablo. One of them is the Bloodsheds group. And, this guy was from there. I met him one time. His name is Sand something or other. And Sandman. And so Sandman comes in. It's like, yo, I need to farm Demon Hunter gear. Like, will you help me farm some DH gear? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Come on in. He comes in. And what happens is he comes in. Everything's good. We're farming. And then I found the Primal Squirts necklace, as you saw in the video. It dropped, but I realized I wasn't recording. And normally I like to put together all the Primal Find videos, and we show every drop and everything like that. And I'm doing all these things this season, having a fun time. I mean, I've been playing Diablo since 2012, or since the original first Diablo, but Diablo 3 since it came out, the day it came out. And, I've been making videos about Diablo 3 since 2012. So I'm like, yeah, I'm working on that. So I'm like, let me throw... I'm just in farming mode, and I totally forget that he's even in my party. And I had gone back to town usually to drop stuff, and that's when he picked it up. But right when I killed the Rift Guardian and I saw the red beam and everything, I was like, oh, man. But then I clicked really quickly already, and I kind of picked everything up, and I was like, all right, well, let me throw these down. And I wasn't even recording, and I started recording, and I was like... Hey guys, I just found a Primal, and then right as I was saying that, he beamed over. He obviously saw the red beam on the ground because I had thrown it back on the ground. He picked it up with everything else, and because he probably saw all his gear and then saw a red beam and probably even thought he had a Primal. So I don't even know to this moment if he understands that actually really was my Primal. I don't know. Because I messaged him immediately in the game, and I was like, I'm going to need that Squirts. Like, can I have that back? And I'm like, I kind of know the guy, but not really. Like, I've been friends with him a little while. He seems like a good guy. But I'm like, dude, this guy could just be like, I'm out. See you later. You know what I mean? And take off. And so thank God he didn't do that. He gave it back to me. But I wondered if he thought that, I almost wondered. I mean, he can obviously look at his loot, what dropped for him, and see that he didn't get that. But it was just crazy. I mean, I feel bad for him because he probably thought he'd had a Primal when he beamed over. And then I'm like, yeah, can I get that back? Or can I get that or whatever? And then he gave it to me, and I don't even know if he... But, I mean, obviously it's not the number one thing you want. This Squirts necklace has helped me push a little bit higher. I'm behind this season. I see a lot of people who play about as much as I do, and they're already doing 120s and stuff like that. So, it's solo 120s, because I pretty much play solo. I don't normally play with anybody other than playing a few greater rifts with my wife this season. This was my first time playing with anybody. It was just to gear him up. But the rest of the season's been all solo for me. And obviously, it would have been really nice if it had been a Traveler's Pledge with crit, and whatever else, all the nice stats. But it ended up being a pretty nice Squirts necklace. You know, I mean, it's got all the crit and the dex and everything. But it's, you know, this is going to help. This did help me push a rift. I was able to push through a rift with this Squirts necklace. So, you know, it's great to have it. It really is. I did find a Squirts back in about a week before they added the legendary power down below. While not taking damage, damage dealt is increased by 100% and damage taken is increased by up to 50%. So there's that give and take on the Squirts, but it really helps out a lot usually in that situation. So I had actually found a Primal Squirts, and then a week later they added that sort of legendary power into it, and it was just, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But that was back when multi-shot Demon Hunter, there was no God DH, right? Obviously, God DH is still new. So obviously that was a huge thing for UE multi-shot, and it was a big deal and a big loss. And, you know, during all the times I could have used it with UE multi-shot for those last 2 or 3 seasons before they launched the God DH, we didn't have it. But now I have it back again, now that it's not as relevant. But it is good to have. It is the number 2, I think, in slot, you know, whatever, number 2 necklace you can have for the Demon Hunter. And, you know, it also can be used other places too. So really nice to have this. I normally like to make these every season. I can't believe that we're about 10 days into the season, and this is the first video I'm making on a Primal weapon for you guys and for myself, because just no Primals have, no good Primals have dropped at all. Last season we had a Dawn, we had a Hunter's Wrath, we had a whole bunch of stuff that was dropping. This season, not so much. But this will help out, you know, get my Demon Hunter main character fully geared as well. How are you guys doing with the season? How's it going? What are you finding? Do you have a Traveler's Pledge Primal that rolled 6 stats? So hard to get a Traveler's Pledge to roll with great stats, let alone with perfect stats, and it's a Primal, right? It's got to be, it's crazy hard to do it. That is the holy grail at this time. The holy grail is to get those crazy stats to roll on a Traveler's Pledge. Let's just take a look at the leaderboards right now and see if there's anything crazy as far as Traveler's Pledge goes that we can find. All right, so we might as well take a look at the number 1 guy right now. It's Lucky Hand. He is doing a 150 solo. I'm sorry, that's non-seasonal. It's this guy, ZNDZ, 0161ZNDZ, doing a 138 here. I was like, 150. I was like, 150? Oh my god, like already? Like, this is crazy. That would have really killed me. Yep, look at this. Look at this. He's got a juicy Squirts, or a juicy flavor of time. Have I been saying Squirts when I meant to say flavor of time this whole time? Jeez. Critical hit, almost perfect. Critical chance, almost perfect. Chance with area damage and cooldown reduction. So just all the spicy stuff, right? All the sexy stuff. Reduce cooldown, area damage, chance, and all the crit. And he's got some nice sexy primals going on everywhere, too. He's rolling with a 9th series in the... Huh. That's interesting. Because it rolled crit and area damage and attack speed. Not that attack speed is gonna... Huh. That's interesting. He's cubing the Dawn for the max cooldown, I guess. Let's see what number 2 looks like with the sexy cosmic wings. Everything's sexy to me tonight. Have you guys noticed that? Like, I'm just sexying it up. Like, see, like, this right here is sick. Like, just to get a flavor of time that's rolling damage, double the crit, and reducing cooldown, just to get that, it's only doing 75% of crit damage. Just to find this would be nice. I'm still not finding even really close to this. The closest thing I'm finding is, you know, Flavor of Time is rolling like 58 crit damage and less, and not even a chance. I don't even have a chance yet, you know, on it. And I've re-rolled and shit. It's just been ugly. He's got a nice focus. So it's just, Flavor of Time is just the most sought after and the most finicky thing to find. I mean, Hunter's Wrath is too in a way, because Kadala offers up so many different belts, you know, and it's not something that you want to spend killing yourself over. And a lot of people aren't. You can see this guy, you know, a lot of people don't even have an ancient one, you know? And so it's really just Flavor of Time is the pain in the ass. I'm sure at some point you struggle with focus and restraint, as all, you know, that obviously those are the rings and amulets, but you know, just Flavor of Time is such a, if you roll a nice Flavor of Time at any point, like you're at that point, it's really just about farming everything else. It's gonna drop. But Flavor of Time is not just gonna drop. It's got so many different stats it can roll. It's really the haunted visions of the God DH this season, and probably most seasons now going forward. Funny enough, I found a haunted visions the first day of the season when I was at Paragon 100. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do Bone Spear as my alt. So see, this guy found a Squirts necklace too, and he's doing dex, critical hit, damage, and cold skills. He maybe has a cold build. I don't know why you would roll that unless you were doing, I'm not sure. But anyway, he's got a Squirts necklace too, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that you decide to go with damage and skip the Flavor of Time, you know. And he's doing Fortress Ballista, so that I'm always of the understanding that, you know, Fortress Ballista is gonna keep you alive a little bit better than the Dawn. I mean, than the Balas. But I am, you know, this is an interesting build too. And he did get the Ancient Hunters, but yeah, there's not too much of a big difference between a decent non-ancient and an ancient and a primal even. So this is a slight step up, but I mean, let's go down to somebody. Spirit Burn. Let's check out Spirit Burn. So again, he got a pretty decent roll. He got area damage. He's got cold skills, cooldown, and 79%. So this isn't even the best either. Pretty decent though. Decent enough to roll with. I got a Hunters last season, and everything else is pretty normal for him. So Paragon's a big thing. He's at 1,700, so I think I'm at just under 1,000 now. Yeah, I'm at 900 something. So, you know, we go down to Light Cone. Check out Light Cone. He's got a primal Flavor of Time. There it is. But what did the primal roll with? Cold skills. 1,000 vitality. But critical hit damage increased 100%. He got reduced cooldown as well. And he added the See, this is so rough to get one like this, man, because you got vitality. It's like that could have been, you know, critical hit chance. So we could have had chance, damage, cooldown, area damage instead. And that's really what I would think he'd want. I would think he'd want critical hit damage, chance, cooldown, area damage. But I mean, that's cool that it's a primal, and it's a solid, very solid roll. I don't know, I haven't thought about this, so maybe somebody out there in the comments wants to tell me if they know or want to think about it. I'm trying to think about what's the top Flavor of Time. It probably is crit damage, crit chance, area damage, cooldown, and reduced damage from attacks. I mean, that's pretty good. This is probably what would you say the third best primal version of Flavor of Time you could get? Maybe the fourth best, right? Because it could have had chance on it, and then that would have made it way better. If that vitality had been damage and chance had been, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. This guy's got cold skills, do more damage, damage increase for chance and damage, crit, and cooldown. So, like, this would have been a sick primal, you know, to roll 110, 20, and I think cooldown max 8 or 10. I forget. I don't know. Mara's Kaleidoscope. What is this, Diablo 2? Holy shit. I mean, I think he's just rolling with it because the damage, straight up the damage. You know, if he finds something with better damage, he'll put that on too. I assume. Unless he's doing something with the poison that I don't know what you would do with that, though. That's really interesting. But I think, yeah, he's just straight going with that because of, I guess, the damage. Here, okay, here's another one. Yeah, so this one got 1,000 dex, right? The other one didn't even have dex that we talked about. So this one has dex, this one has hit chance and cooldown, but it's got fucking, oh my god, it's got vitality instead. So yucky. Now he can add the 500 dex with the legendary gem, but oh my goodness, he just missed, man. This is a just, oh, you just missed. Should have been 1,000 dex. Critical hit chance, 100 critical hit damage, 10 critical hit chance. Oh my god, and reduced cooldown. That would have, I would have believed that would make it the number one. To me. So this is really, to me, maybe the number 2. Is this the number 2 or 3 best Flavor of Time you could get? So it's either 2 or 3, I think. Somebody else want to let me know? Feel free to. Anyway, there we go. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Hope you guys' season is going well. Hope everybody's doing good. Let me know what you guys think about this video and about the DHs you guys are playing with and what you're doing. And I will catch you guys in the next video. It's Evil Spectrum 3. Thanks for watching. Hope you sub, hit the bell, hit the like. Say all that stuff down below. It's season 22, 10 days in. And I'm not even at 1,000 Paragon yet. I can't believe it. 936. I got to start playing in groups. And boost up and cheat like everybody else. Like all you other cheaters out there in your meta groups. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.